Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is a bit of a weird one because I started filming it before I actually knew what I was doing, so please bear with me. For anyone who is new to my channel, and if this is the first video you're clicking on, I'm making it my mission to finish the sketchbook, and I created a theme list for myself so that I could have a rough idea of what to do every week. Summer's pretty much over, so I thought I would get out of the studio and try to enjoy whatever's left of it. Originally I wasn't intending on painting outside, but I thought I would bring my supplies just in case. I ended up bringing my watercolor travel set that I talked about in my last video because I feel like it's great for on-the-go painting. I also usually just end up carrying my water for the painting in a little film canister. These canisters are great because they don't leak and they're quite compact. When traveling with my brushes, I usually just put an elastic band around them and carry them in my hand if I can. If I need to put my brushes in my bag, then I'll take like a scrap piece of paper and wrap it around the bristles just so I don't ruin them. I wanted to take a few reference photos outside today because I thought that the theme that I would tackle this week for my sketchbook would be summer. I took a few photos of flowers and some vegetables that people were growing that I found along the way, and this ended up being extremely helpful because I used these as reference photos in my final drawing. I decided to walk around and see if there's anything interesting I could find to draw. I also have a bit of a fear of drawing outside for some reason. I always feel like someone's gonna come up to me and ask me what I'm doing, and for some reason that just scares me, and I don't know why. I know it shouldn't, it just scares me. It's also difficult for me to film outside. I don't know why, I just find it stressful. I feel like I just stick out like a sore thumb with my huge camera and tripod, even though I know that no one cares. No one came up to me though, and I honestly just got so caught up in what I was doing half the time that I didn't really notice that people were looking at me, so that was good. I stumbled upon this tree and I thought it was cute, so I decided to attempt to paint it. It didn't go very well. I don't know if anyone watching this video has ever painted outdoors in watercolor, but it's super challenging and I honestly forgot how difficult it was. It was also incredibly windy and it rained a bit that day, so that wasn't great. But sometimes you just gotta work with it. And after drawing for a little while, I decided to call it a day. Here's a few photos that I took from just being outside that day. Yesterday when I had closed my watercolor book at the park, I didn't realize that it wasn't fully dry yet, so the paint had kind of splattered everywhere. So I was trying to think of ways that I could cover that up. The next day I decided I would go out again and attempt to fill the page with a bit more drawings. I tried drawing this building, but I think it ended up looking really bad, and I feel like that's because of the composition choice that I made with the tree. So the tree is just right in the center of the page, and I felt like it was so hard to pick things to work around that tree, and I feel like the building was definitely not the right choice. I also found this tiny leaf, so I decided that I would include that in my drawing as well. I felt like after drawing these two things, I still couldn't really get my drawing to work together, so I decided to head home and see what I could do when I got home. When I came home, I just wanted to improve my drawing and see if I could fix it. I spent the next few hours just drawing and seeing what I could do with my drawing. I decided I didn't really like the building I drew, so I took some old paint chips that I had and just covered it up. I feel like that's the nice thing about working in your sketchbook. If you really don't like something, you could just cover it up and it's not permanent and it's not really a big deal. I think at this point I wasn't feeling great about the piece and I was just trying to problem solve on how I could make it better. Going with the same idea I had before, I decided to cover up part of the tree with a drawing of a hornet. I did this because I really felt like the composition was throwing me off and I needed something to interrupt the tree a bit. I added a few more drawings and some paint chips, and I feel like it kind of pulled it together a bit more. That being said though, I don't think that this piece is done. I think I might do a bit more to it, but I'm not fully certain yet. And that's going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, then give it a like. If you want to subscribe, then subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday, and I will see you guys next week for I don't know what yet, but I will see you guys next week. Bye.